What is good, Diamond Dynasty, baby? Y'all already know what's going on in this video, man. Today, I'm going to be doing a lit reaction to Bruce Lee killed by the Illuminati. Proof, okay? I don't know what to expect from this, but I do know that it was a little weird how Bruce Lee died. Also, his son, Brandon Lee, okay? If you haven't heard of Brandon Lee, it was actually Bruce Lee's son. He played the Crow in, I forgot what movie it was. I believe it was like a Batman movie or Joker or some shit like that. And the son accidentally dies. Well, not accidentally. He dies. He does die. You know, accidentally die. He dies because a prop gun that they were using was loaded. So you mean to tell me on a professional Hollywood, I want to say stage, but set, on a professional set, you're telling me that y'all didn't check to see if the gun was loaded or not before shooting, before filming that scene? I call BS. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you can be notified every time I post another lit ass video. Make sure that you DM me at TheDiamondLife888. Let me know what I should be reacting to next. And tell a friend and tell a friend and say, ain't your mom, tell ain't Uncle Joe, he's still a hoe. Let's get right into this motherfucking video. Check the link in my description down below. You will see the full video if you guys want to check it out, and go subscribe to his channel as well. Without further ado, let's get into it, man.
What's up, everybody? Caleb Wagner, aka Wags My Tag, coming back strong inside your eye. Today I'm talking about one of the greatest people to ever walk the face of the earth. That's right. I'm talking about none other than Bruce Lee, the greatest martial artist to ever live. And this video is going to talk about why the Illuminati killed such an awesome person. Why the Illuminati killed a person that was trying to wake the public up. This video right here.
He said it right there. He said the answer right there. Somebody who was trying to wake the public up. Anybody who tries to wake people up, they get rid of you. Look at Tupac, Nipsey Hussle, Bruce Lee, Dr. Sebi. You know, a lot of people get taken out. Even XXX. You know, they get taken out when they are speaking too much truth. They're trying to wake people up. Man, you have too much influence to be going against their agenda, to be helping people out. And the way they see it is they gave you fame. They gave you a way to be successful. And they will take it all away, including your life, if you don't go with the agenda that they want you to push. Okay?
I'm going to show you guys evidence. I have clip footage from a lost interview that Bruce Lee had. And this is just too much knowledge for a normal person to understand, but hopefully you guys will really enjoy it. Bruce Lee had no intentions but to make society better. He wanted us all to unite, and he did an excellent job. He did that through his actions and did that through his words. It's absolutely incredible to see how much one person could change the entire world. He's the most famous person to ever come from China, and he is the most famous martial artist to ever live. Think about that, guys. He's a legendary individual, and the Illuminati had him killed. The puppets that work for the Illuminati had this guy killed because he was trying to unite us. He was trying to wake us up. He was trying to change the world for the better, and the Illuminati could not stand it. Such an excellent person that was always about self-improvement and always going for the next level of success. This guy was killed, right? Video footage I'm about to show you. And you guys have to keep your minds open, because what Bruce Lee is talking about is on some very deep levels of symbology. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Lee's highly intelligent, and he is expressing that through the words that he's saying. So if you'll bear with me, I'm about to show you the clip that got Bruce Lee killed. I don't think you guys are ready for it, but I'm going to show you either way. So
Lay it
I want
on
you guys
me.
to keep your minds open.
Lay it on me.
And hopefully we can break it down together.
You see, actually, I do not do karate because I do not believe in styles anymore. I mean, I do not believe that there is such thing as like a Chinese way of fighting, or the Japanese way of fighting, or whatever way of fighting, because unless human beings have 3 arms and 4 legs, we will have a different form of fighting. But basically, we have only 2 hands and 2 feet. So styles tends to not only separate men, you know, because they have their own doctrines, and then the doctrine became the gospel truth, that you cannot change, you know. But if you do not have style, if you just say, well, here I am, you know, as a human being, how can I express myself? Totally and completely. Now, that way, you won't create a style, because style is a crystallization, you know. I mean, that way it's a process of continuing growth.
My fellow truth seekers, Bruce Lee just dropped the ultimate knowledge that only so few can understand. That's right. With his swag statement of truth, he absolutely blew the rails off the Illuminati, and this is what got him.
I mean, that I don't know if that was a particular statement, but I will say that he was very, like he said, very knowledgeable in a lot of subjects. He was very spiritual. He had a lot of wisdom, especially for his age too. I think Bruce Lee died when he was in his early 30s, if I'm not mistaken, and he had so much wisdom to share. And being that he was such a positive influence, man, people looked up to him. Not only Chinese people, but, you know, people like me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, black people loved him. Everybody loved him. So to have somebody like that, you know, putting you on to some real life wisdom, guys, they did not want to see that. And there's plenty of quotes and plenty of interviews and plenty of things that he has said that could have been a contributing factor to why they felt like they wanted to take him out. Okay. And that clip there was profound. His answer on that was profound. He was basically saying, man, at the end of the day, we are human beings with 2 arms and 2 legs. Now, if we grow into a species that, you know, has 3 arms and 2 legs, we'll have a different style of fighting. But to be honest, everybody's just expressing themselves in the art of fighting in different ways, okay? But we're all still, you know, the same. And that can be transcended or articulated in a whole bunch of different ways as far as like regular life, you know? Okay, well, he wears, I was going to say FUBU. He wears FUBU. He wears, you know, Givenchy. She wears, shoot, I don't know, Coach. But does that even really matter? Because at the end of the day, we're all humans, okay? We shouldn't let something like that divide us or make us feel superior or make us feel less. So at the end of the day, man, he's trying to say that we are just people. We're just humans, you know? And we are all more alike more than we are different. And society, a lot of the times, likes to use things like categories or styles when it comes to fighting, or labels, or, you know, social status and things of that nature. Even looks, you know, attractiveness scale or weight, everything to divide us. At the end of the day, we are all so much alike, so much the same. And we're all in this together. We really are. But if we allow certain things to separate us, then that's how we will be separated, and it will be easier for them to divide and conquer. Let's see a little bit more about what he's going to say here. Maybe he has something else, and then we're going to go ahead and close out this video.
I'm going to explain it to you. What Bruce Lee was talking about is there's people from China that have been fighting the same way for 1,000 years. And there's people from Japan that have been fighting the same way for 1,000 years. And if you went to a Chinese dojo and said, hey, you know, why don't we try this new move from Japan? You know, we'll add it to our jump and we'll be better. They would say, no, that is not a Chinese move. We've already figured this out. We already have the perfect fighting style. Don't try to bring other stuff into my gym. That's right. That's what he's saying. But Bruce Lee is the person saying, hey, what we need to do is steal the best from this guy, steal the best from this guy, steal the best from this guy, put it all together, and I'll be the ultimate fighter. You want a Japanese style, Chinese style, American style, put it all together, and you become the ultimate fighter. And from the surface, you say, oh, that really is how you become the best fighter. I completely agree with what you're saying. You know, you got to keep an open mind to what's out there, right? But Bruce Lee wasn't just talking about fighting. He was talking about every facet of your life.
Thanks.
He was talking about religion. He was talking about government. He was talking about banking. He was talking about food. He was talking about fashion. Think about all these things. You live in America and you only eat American food because it's American. You probably won't even have the best diet. But if you take the best things from all over the planet, you get some spaghetti, you get some sushi, you get a hamburger, guess what? You probably are going to have the best meal ever.
Yeah, he's basically saying not judge it, man. Don't judge anything, and, you know, don't limit yourself. You're the only person who can limit yourself. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest with anything. If there's anything that I say that you don't resonate with, leave it. If there is something that hits you or strikes you, take that. But, you know, don't limit yourself into thinking that your thinking is the only way of thinking, you know.
What Bruce Lee is saying, what we need to do is steal the best from everybody, put it together, and that's what will make us the truest. But the problem that everybody has is We stick to the system that we're put in. We stick to the style that we're put in.
We
We
do.
don't try to create our own style. What we
Right.
do is just go along with what the Illuminati wants us to do.
Right.
And this statement right here is just so true,
Sheep.
guys. You can listen to it
Sheep.
over and over again, and you're like, oh my God,
Sheep.
Bruce Lee is trying to wake the entire world up. And it's so intense, it's so crazy that he was doing this 40 years ago. And this guy that was interviewing him, it blew his mind because he's an Illuminati puppet, and he showed his distaste. He's like, oh snap, dude, this guy is talking way too much real stuff on the television. Why did we give him an interview where he's saying these words to all these people?
That's how they really be
This
feeling, too.
lost interview is what got Bruce Lee killed. You can listen to it over and over again and then think about what I'm saying. Styles are what holds us back. What we need to do is create our own. You know, we need to steal the best from everything, put it all together, take some shoes from Japan.
And
take
put your
some
own
pants from
pizzazz
Italy,
on it, man.
Take a shirt from Oscar.
And this is the same thing, man. This can be used as advice for YouTubers too, man. A lot of you guys ask me, you know, you're new YouTubers or you're trying to, you know, figure out what content you want to do, man. Exactly what this man is saying. Take things from everybody, you know, like it's not stealing really. I mean, nobody really has anything original, let's be honest. Skits are skits. People do skits all the time. Nothing is original anymore, okay? So take what resonates with you out there, okay? If something that he does, you feel like, damn, that would be fun for me to do, take that, take that, take that, take that, leave the rest, and then compile it and make it your own. Put your own twist on it. I'm not saying copy everything that somebody does, because that's not going to be true to you. You make it true to you by grabbing different ideas and, you know, things like that from other people, and then making it your own, putting your own pizzazz on it. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkling your own little razzle dazzle on it to where it's true to you. So, yeah, I definitely agree with what he's saying. Do I think that he got killed for that message? It could be. He could have been killed for a lot of different reasons, okay? Maybe there was something going on behind the scenes that he didn't agree with, that maybe he was going to speak up about something else and they weren't having it. We don't know, to be honest, man. Do I feel like he was killed? Yes, I do. By the quote-unquote Illuminati, if that is something that is real, I don't think that is. I think the term Illuminati is just, I don't think that that's what they call themselves, to be honest. I think that that's just what we call them, okay, or what they want us to call them. But I do believe that it's, I guess, the powers that be, or invisible people that are above the president that we will never even see, guys, who run the world, who rule the world, these billionaires and shit like that, you know, these old ass billionaires who are just bored with life and they want to see suffering and they want to, you know, just do crazy stuff, and all for the sole purpose of their entertainment, guys. And that's just how I feel. Leave your comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what your take is on it. Were you a Bruce Lee fan? Were you a Bruce Lee fan at all? I know I was. Like, I watched probably every Bruce Lee movie there is to watch. He was a badass motherfucker, okay? He was cold. He was cold, man. So, R.I.P. to Bruce Lee. I wish I could have watched him fight, you know, in real life, or got to meet him. I feel like he was super intelligent, and he knew a lot more about this thing called life. All right, so it's very possible that he just knew too much, and he was speaking too much. Y'all leave me a comment down below. Let me know, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you can be notified every time I post another lit ass video. Make sure that you DM me at TheDiamondLife888. Let me know what I should be reacting to next. And tell a friend that ain't your mom, tell their Uncle Joe, he's still a hoe. I will see you guys in the next motherfucking video. Love y'all, man. Peace. Here we go.